Third time's the charm. Not that you'll know, because it might be the fourth time by after this. So, hi, my name is Sunny El Giallo. I hope you can see me. I'm very uncomfortable. This is my third time recording this. And I'm sitting on very jagged rocks. I hope you can see the water, because now I'm probably fucking blocking the water. Great. But, anyway, so today I'll talk about... Oh, wait. Did I introduce myself? I'm Sunny El Giallo, and if you know me personally, it's Sammy Myers. That's it. Okay. Yeah, but I want to talk about the desire to dissociate. And I've been dissociating for a while. Like, I was dissociating when I was a kid, but I was also very, throughout most of my young years, I was pretty much on Xanax or Zoloft or something, or some form of Adderall or something through pretty much my entire childhood. So it's not super surprising that, like, a lot of things in my life were unenjoyable for a while because that lack of dissociativeness when it came to doing things like music or doing things like playing video games, they became more monotonous strictly because of the lack of dissociation or like lack of dissociative properties from being like drugged the fuck up, you know? But like, I feel like we are currently going to a generation because like the internet where more people are like really dissociated. Like they're just dissociated like all the time. Like even people I want to do a video on parasocial relationships. I don't know if I put it up because I know I've talked about it, but I didn't think that video was very good, so I don't think I put it up. And like I feel like sometimes with all these parasocial relationships that we're indulging in, we're losing touch with reality because of like the internet, where it's just like people just don't treat people like humans. They treat people kind of like shit. And I mean, we can currently see that right now. I don't want to go too political, obviously. I don't want to say anything because I know this probably sounds vain, but I know that a lot of people who are not American watch me, and I don't really want my stuff to get banned in your country, so I'm going to kind of try to avoid certain political stuff. Like, I'm even going to try to avoid American stuff. That's fine. Because I know I don't really... I'm trying to keep very clean in case... Because I do look at my statistics and, like, it's kind of like people from all over the world, so I don't want my stuff banned if you do like my stuff. You know what I mean? Not to say that you do, but, like, if you do, I don't want my stuff to be banned. So I'm going to try to stay away from political topics, if you're wondering. But yeah, like, going back to that, like, we have to dissociate. And even like that, like, I have to dissociate myself and be like, hey, I have to dissociate myself from my political views and not talk about them on camera because my videos will get blocked in another country or my song will get blocked, which seemingly already happened when they were doing stuff. I forgot where it was, which country, but all American music, like a bunch of American music was getting banned in other countries. So like all my entire catalog got banned in another country. And I didn't do anything, like just because I was American. So it's like, it sucks. So I'm trying to like avoid stuff like that. But like, see, I have to dissociate my actual political views from myself. I know I'm blabbing. I'm sorry. Like I'm already like too many minutes in, and yeah, I do feel like a lot of people, when it was initially started, it was due to trauma. Now I feel like the trauma a lot of times is coming from the internet. We see a lot of very, very traumatic things in the internet, and I think it's traumatizing a lot of people. Like, you know, it's so common to just open Reddit and seeing like a school get nuked or something. Again, trying to keep it very, very, like, non-political, but it's very disturbing. It's very, very sad. Like, I don't really want to go too much into it. Like, I have not really, I've been trying to avoid stuff, if I'm being honest. That's what this is kind of turning into. Like, I've been avoiding news and stuff. Like, I've had to dissociate a part of myself that liked social media and stuff because it just became so overwhelming. And, like, you have all these children dying, and dying because of people wanting to own land and shit, and it's disgusting, and it makes me sad. I can't, and it sucks. But I feel like I'm noticing, like, the same thing, where I feel like people have these same things that happen to me, like, where I dissociate, and you just have this, like, brain fog, and you can't come back. Like, you can't come back to your own little thought bubble. And it's just like it just happens because there's so much stuff on our mind. It's so easy to get distracted by like one thing. Like, oh, I can talk about Fuji films now because that's the camera I use. If you wanted to know, by the way, if you wanted to know, that's the camera I use. I use a Fuji film Super EBC Fujian lens. I don't fuck it. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's an old camera. It's like 15 years old. Or something. No, that's not true. I am getting old. So it might be. I don't know how old it is. 13 years? Maybe it's 13 years. Anyway, and like, I think sometimes people are dissociating too because they're not really listening to themselves. They don't talk to themselves really. And this is why I always recommend, doing recordings and like sending yourself stuff if you ever think about something that you need to think about, because then you can just go back to it. You can go back to it and it's always backed up somewhere. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know where I'm really going with this. I feel like I'm obviously rambling. And talking about yourself and just feeling ashamed of it. A lot of people feel very, very ashamed to talk to themselves. But I feel like people don't want people to talk to themselves because then, like, people become self-aware. And there's a lot of very, very kind people in the world who are not self-aware. And there's a lot of people who use that lack of self-awareness from that person to, use and abuse them. And, like, if they question anything, to shame them. If they do anything that's against the norm, it's like, in some countries you could be killed. Again, trying not to get too political, but that spooked me. I don't know if you saw him. I might have to cut it out, which is fine, because if I have to cut that out, I was talking about something anyway. I was talking about something political. If I had to cut that out, I'm sorry. I've actually never done a jump cut before if I've actually had to do that, so I don't know how much he was shown in. I think he was out of the way, but don't quote me. And yeah, honestly, it kind of sucks. So that was kind of all I had to say. I feel like I did want to kind of do a video too where I was talking about what I enjoyed about the dissociative aspects of like music, because I really enjoyed dissociating to music. Like, I love listening to music and going into a different world and, I don't know, thinking of shit and stories and dancing and thinking of choreography and I don't know. I really love the dissociative aspect of music a lot. But I feel like a lot of my producer friends get hooked on drugs and shit because they think it will make them be more creative. But like, I think if you did drugs, you sober up and then you go make music, it's probably better if you're gonna do that. Versus like, let me just make a bunch of music on crack. I don't think it's going to help you very much. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, you'll dissociate. Because I think that's what a lot of people are craving, right? That desire to dissociate. That desire to not feel here, really. That lack of groundedness. And that's why people do stupid shit, too, when they're high and drunk. I hope this isn't too rambly. I am getting, like, towards, like, the last few minutes. I have had this lovely little bug that has just, like, been chilling over here with me the entire time. He or she is very, very cute. I've called them pretty many times. And maybe I should show them to you. Well, yeah, I'll show them to you. Look, a minute left. Can you see them? Okay, you cannot see them anymore. There we go. Well, whatever. I have like 40 seconds left. So yeah. Hopefully that wasn't too wobbly or too nauseous if you're watching. Tell me about your day. I don't care if you think it's bullshit. Love to hear about it. Or just blab. I honestly don't give a fuck. Someone will reply. I will reply eventually, unless I'm dead. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and goodbye.